Those hearings here in the city.
Well, a lot of work has been done, and so much more remains for all of us right now as we try to rebuild our lives and our homes.
And really, one of the big and really nasty problems that a lot of homeowners are facing is mold. And joining us now with some welcome advice is mold expert Doug Hoffman. He's been contracted by the state to help out with mold removal. And good morning to you, Mr. Hoffman.
Good morning. How are you doing?
Doing just fine, thank you. So first of all, tell us, I guess, the best option for mold removal, and also, can people do it on their own?
Well, absolutely, people can do it on their own. The state, of course, has licensing restrictions for contractors to remove mold, and that's really based on a couple of things. They're concerned about the safety of the occupants, and of course they're concerned about the fixing the moisture problem. A lot of the people that are out there now, the moisture problems are gone. What they're concerned about is the mold that remains because their house flooded, and certainly there are things they can do to go ahead and take care of the problem.
Well, Doug, right now there are people watching this going, okay, I tried the bleach, it looks like it got rid of the mold, but you're saying that's not necessarily the case. Clear this up for us.
Well, that's exactly right. There was a study done by the Oregon State University several years ago about hypochlorite, which is chlorine, and it will actually make the mold go clear so you can't see it, but it won't kill it. So they really need to use a biocide, something that will actually kill the mold. And of course, we recommend you can buy Clorox Outdoors at Lowe's, very inexpensive biocide, but it really will kill the mold right at its root.
And are there any hazards that people face if they are trying to clean up mold on their own?
Absolutely. I think that there are so many allergens that are actually related to all different types of molds, and you never know if you're the one that's going to get the sinusitis, or you're going to get the dermatitis where you're actually allergic to the touching of it. So certainly they need to use latex gloves. They need to use a good mask. We recommend an N95 mask, and those kinds of things. It really is protecting their own health.
Well, Doug, for a lot of people, it's pretty clear where the mold is. They can see it crawling up and down their walls and their ceiling and whatnot. But what about mold that we're not seeing? Are there places people should be looking to make sure that there's not mold there?
Yes, absolutely. We train our remediators and our inspectors to think like mold. Mold grows where there's moisture, where there's a really comfortable environment, a high humidity. So if you can think about mold like where would I set up a family if I were a mold spore? You want to look where any place where there might be moisture.
So think like the mold, huh?
That's right.
Let me ask you this. Is there a situation where the mold is just too bad in someone's home to even try to remove it?
Yes. The state of Louisiana, who we're a training provider, of course, for remediators in the state, and Normie trains remediators to recognize mold with a specific criteria. If there's too much mold, or it's a specific type of mold, which of course you can find out by screening, then you really have to have a remediator, somebody who's trained in establishing containment, in establishing negative pressure, making sure that that contaminated material is removed to protect the health of the occupants.
And Doug, you were mentioning, of course, how the do-it-yourself kits are available. You know that there's one online that you were talking about. Tell people about that, and where can they get this?
That's right. At moldscreeningkit.com, there's actually a kit that you can purchase for less than $100, and it's simply a swab kit. You can swab the mold, send it to the lab, and for that whole fee, they actually give you a report of exactly what you found.
Okay, Doug, I just want to point out to our viewers right now, if they're looking for a link to that particular website, it's on WDSU.com right now, so all they have to do is head on over there, and they can actually check out Doug's website as well. He's known as, get this, Helena, the Mold Guy.
The Mold Guy, all right.
TheMoldGuy.com.
All right, not the moldy guy, but just the mold guy. All right, Doug Hoffman, mold expert, thanks so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.